Anthony Joshua is looking for his next opponent, practically calling out every top-tier boxer after his last 2 wins over Jermaine Franklin and Robert Helenius. But there's one big problem: no one wants to fight him. Joshua has cemented himself as one of the top heavyweights in the division with 2 big wins over the last year, building his name into now being the top 5 heavyweights today. His goal is to take over as the #1 heavyweight in the division in his next fight against a current or former champion. But as of right now, he has no one to fight. Since his debut in 2013 over Emmanuel, Joshua has shown talent and ability far superior than what we see out of most boxers in their first fights, which was what really put Anthony Joshua on notice as he cruised to a flashy and flawless victory with a first round TKO. Following that, he got big opportunities against all-time greats such as against Vladimir Klitschko, in which he won via TKO. Joshua has had some downs in his career, such as his loss to Andy Ruiz and Usyk, but since those losses, Joshua has come back more focused, improved and strategic with a round 7 knockout over his most recent opponent, Robert Helenius. While getting this great win, this is unfortunately where the problems began for Joshua, as he became a huge threat in terms of skill for the heavyweight division. Top-tier boxers with a clean record, such as Tyson Fury, are no longer willing to take the risk of fighting Joshua, knowing his dedication to the sport and ability to put on a display. Tyson Fury has been avoiding tough fights over the past year, with his last bout being against Derek Chisora, who he previously beat 2 times already, and his next bout being against an MMA fighter, Francis. Despite Joshua calling out Fury and challenging him to a fight, Tyson Fury has played mind games with not just Joshua but also the fans by sending contracts with ridiculous requirements, knowing very well that it won't get signed. Luckily, the fans see right through Tyson Fury and know that it's really a way of him ducking the fight against Anthony Joshua. Besides Fury, another big name in the heavyweight division which is on Joshua's radar is Deontay Wilder. Yes, the bronze bomber who has a record of 43 wins, in which 42 came by way of knockout. Since Wilder's loss to Fury, we haven't really heard much from him, and while it seems like his boxing return is inbound, he has cited for a fight with Andy Ruiz, but unfortunately this may not happen as the negotiations weren't working out between the 2 teams. Apart from that, he hasn't given any clues as to who he wants to fight next, although I'm pretty sure that the man that beat Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, may come to mind. I do actually see this as a potential move for both Joshua and Wilder, with the winner fighting Usyk or Tyson Fury. But let's see how the negotiations go over the next few weeks. Another option for Joshua is to fight Dillian Whyte, who is known to be the measuring stick of the heavyweight division. Dillian Whyte is a credible opponent with good skill, but the problem is, Joshua has already defeated him with a devastating knockout in the 7th round in 2015. This was the rematch that was going to take place this past Saturday, but unfortunately Whyte failed the drug test, not allowing the match to take place. Whyte was later replaced by Robert Helenius, which ended with a knockout victory for Joshua, putting the heavyweight division on notice. Now, with all of these potential matchups for Anthony Joshua, there are issues or factors in the way of making each of these matchups happening, which at the end of the day is the problem for Joshua. He's gotten to the point where he's a big risk to fight, with him looking dominant, having a strategic game plan, combined with knockout power, which makes him a dangerous opponent for anyone. And while I don't think top tier guys like Wilder are necessarily avoiding Joshua and are scared to fight him, but all of his callouts have been practically left unanswered, with Joshua and his team still deciding their next steps as to whom he will be fighting next. Wilder and Fury may not be the only options for Joshua, as his team may consider the rematch with Dillian Whyte later on down the line, which would be a great fight, although less intriguing than the other options. Another problem is, while Joshua has not been able to yet fight the likes of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the top tier heavyweights are getting old and past their prime, with Joshua now 33 and Wilder 37 years old. So if the fights are not made as soon as possible, we may never see the fights that fans most certainly want. So the problem seems to still remain: who will Anthony Joshua fight next? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to what you see Joshua's next step being. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please support our channel by subscribing. Until then, I'll see you all in the next one.